Hello Libra, welcome to the channel. This is a what you need to hear message. There's also a general at the end. So we'll take some tarot first and see what this is about. We've got the Ace of Wands, Strength card, Leo energy, the Six of Wands, the beautiful Ace of Cups, so there's new beginnings here, definitely. The overall central energy is the King of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, the beautiful Nine of Cups, what a beautiful row that is there, the Seven of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. So I'm going to pick a fairy card here as well, just to get the overall general feel for the reading. This is looking beautiful. We'll see what the fairy message is, the overall message here that you're meant to hear today. Journey, definitely. There's a new journey here, and with these aces on the table, it's looking wonderful. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport. So this could be new beginnings. This could be a holiday that you've dreamt of, moving house, anything. So let's have a look at this. The overall central energy here is the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords is someone who's got real mental clarity. We've got three aces on the table. This is about knowing exactly what you want to invest your time in. You're very clear in your head. You could be gathering information from a professional person, a lawyer, it could be a doctor even, if you've been ill. It could be legal advice here, but this person could be giving you the clarity you need to go forward and the information here if this is not you. And this is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. So beautiful clarity here. Definitely, you're clear in your head about how you want to go forward. And it's important that you speak up. You gather the right information here. You ask the right advice. Don't be afraid to involve other people here if you need advice here, and start to go forward, because there's something here. You need to be brave and courageous here. Have the confidence to do this. Definitely have the confidence to do this. Time to show strength and courage and go forward, most definitely. Now, this is about, and I'm just going to lift these three together. This is about your happiness. It's understanding that we're wanting to do things, invest our time in things, people, and situations that make us happy. So there's a new journey here that would make you very, very happy. This is also something you're inspired to do, you're passionate about. This could be a new person, a new project, a new job, starting your own business, a new home. It could be, like we say, the holiday of a lifetime. But the energies are right here for you to start on this brand new journey. And what's going to happen here is that there's going to be a lot of wish fulfillment that will come with it. Now, the thing about this wish fulfillment is we need to be aligned to achieve that. So we need to embark on a journey that makes us happy and we're passionate about. Most definitely. And that's how we align with our wish fulfillment. So you can bring this to fruition. It's going to make you very, very happy. It's about manifesting new things here, most definitely, and not being frightened to go ahead and do it. There's also a determination that's needed here. So you might have to stand up for yourself. You might have to speak up, most definitely. But you've got what it takes here. You've got the upper hand because you've got the clarity and you've got the courage that's needed to go forward on this new journey. All these new passionate opportunities are dying to come in for you. This is the perfect time. Three aces on the table. The only ace that isn't here is the Ace of Pentacles. So there's clarity, you listening to your heart here, and listening to what makes you, thinking about what makes you passionate is definitely going to bring in a lot of wish fulfillment. Now, this here is, we're looking at something here that we've been putting our energies into. This is the only pentacle card on the table. So what I'm going to say to you here is you've been investing your time in something, a project, a person, an environment, a job that now you're looking at and you're thinking, I don't want to do this anymore. Should I be putting more efforts into this? And what the guidance here is, and it is purely guidance, this is time to reflect upon what you've been putting your energies into. And if you're not getting out of it what you want and it's not going the way you desire, we have the ability, all of us, to change course. And I really feel that this guidance here is about you changing course. And you will be successful. So if you've been through any challenges in your life over whatever situation we're talking about, it could be financial, jobs, environments, relationships, this clarity that you're having, this new adventure, this new journey that you're going on is going to bring you success. So there's victory going to be coming into your life through investing in things that you're happy and passionate about. So show the courage, be determined. You've got the clarity here. It's time for new beginnings, and I would go for it. Okay, Libra, I hope this helps. I'm just going to put these away now, and I am going to do Gemini next. We'll do Gemini next. These in. There we go. And hello, Gemini. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the channel. There is a general at the end of this video. We'll take some tarot, and then we'll get a fairy guide card to see what the overall energy is about. Now we've got the Four of Swords here. We've got the beautiful Temperance card, which is Sagittarius energy. We've got the Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands. The overall central energy is the King of Pentacles. The King of, sorry, that's the Knight of Pentacles, beg your pardon, the Knight of Pentacles. This is the King of Pentacles, so there's movement here. We've got the Page, the Knight, and the King of Pentacles here. The Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. The beautiful Nine of Cups. And the King of Wands. So we've got a lot of mature energies on the table here. I'm just going to take a fairy message to get the overall feel for the reading. So we'll take one of these to see what guidance is about. And we have Moon energy. Moon energy. Beautiful. The Moon's Pisces energy. Surrender to the ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. Now, what we've got here is, if we look here, we have got the Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords is a reflection card. It's about taking time out. It's about looking after yourself here. It might be a time where you need peace and tranquility to reflect on what you've been through, because there's been definitely challenging times. Now, we don't want to dwell on the challenges. We want to learn from the challenges. So these are all karmic lessons that you've been learned, and you might be drained dry. Now, for some of you, this could be illness that you're recovering from, but we have to accept that where we're at's where we're meant to be. And accepting and going with the flow of things is definitely going to help you here. There's been perseverance here, and it's been challenging. This is time to reflect. It's time to take time out. It's time to brainstorm for some people as well. So you might want to think about how you're going to go forward from whatever has drained you here and caused this Nine of Wands energy. So there's one thing you need to do here. Take action, because wands are action. There's one wand here. Something you need to do here to help you get the clarity you need. Now, always tune in with your intuition as well. This could be problem solving. It could be brainstorming. There's a type of healing, reservedness with it, the sitting back type of energy, all that type of thing. Now, we've got another wand here on the table, the King of Wands. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And this King of Wands is someone who is passionate about what they're investing their energies into. So they've learned here through the challenges they've been through that they have got skills and they have got experience and they know what they're good at, and they're ready now to take the lessons they've learned and put them into action. Now, this could be you deciding, depending on what's draining you, that you want to start something new here. So a business sideline, it could be a new project of any kind. It could be starting up your own business. Getting creative. It's basically being enthusiastic about life and believing in yourself. That through what you've been through, you have got the skills now. You've got the experience to go forward and create something that you're really passionate about and excited about. It's being enthusiastic about life here. So I always say, when you're learning what's not for you, you're learning what is. So take the time out, be good to yourself, reflect, problem solve if necessary, tune in with your intuition, be at peace with yourself and look after yourself at this time. Because what we've got here is, we have got the Page of Pentacles. Now, the Page of Pentacles is the start of ideas. It could be study courses. It could be gathering information. It's a type of research card as well. And we definitely have the Knight of Pentacles. So what the guidance here is that we don't want to be rushing into anything. We want to do our homework. We want to take time to reflect, like we said earlier. We want to be reviewing our situation and doing our homework. So if there is something here that you're passionate about, that you're going forward towards, you want to do your due diligence. So dotting your I's, stroking your T's if leases or contracts are going to be signed, doing the research if you want to start a course. Now, this knight doesn't move forward very quickly. He doesn't move forward. I'm saying he, it's not gender specific, but this person doesn't move forward unless they are confident that they have got everything in place before they do so. So that's a great piece of spiritual guidance here for you today. Because really what you've been through, and when we're talking about moon energy and we're talking about the ebb and flow of things, it's understanding that there are challenges in your life and this is a spiritual journey that you're on. So, you know, it can be that you need to connect in with yourself, your true authentic self. You might want to reflect on what your true values are for yourself, what you want your life to be here. This could also be getting spiritual advice from a sage of some description, somebody who's wise. It could be that you're joining big companies, you're moving job here, because these pentacles here are all about anything that's tangible in your life. So we're talking about money, work, relationships, environments, everyday life we're talking about here. So when the moon energy is coming out and it's saying surrender to the ebb and flow of life, it's a spiritual experience that you're having here. So this can be employment as well. Going, like I said earlier, you could be going to other companies here. It could just be that you're prepared to understand here as well that these are challenges that you need to go through to have a more fuller life experience, if you like. So once we're ready to do all this and we've got all the information that we desire or require rather, we're on our way to building great security for yourself. Now, this could be a great boss that comes along. It could be somebody who's very secure that helps you out. Earth energy is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So this is someone who's very stable. Now, this could be you going for a promotion or becoming your own boss, being a boss type figure. It could be getting control of your finances and, you know, you're ready to save here and create great security. But it's a very, very stable energy, this King of Pentacles energy. So you're creating through working a great future for yourself, because pentacles are things that we really, really do have to work on. It's everyday life we're talking about here. So if you put the work in and you're passionate about what you're investing your time and energies into, you will definitely find that wish fulfillment. You're going to align with wish fulfillment. So there's going to be a lot of happiness that comes along with this. Your desires are being met. You're getting the best out of everything here, whether it be people, finances, jobs, environments. So you're on the road to your wish fulfillment through being passionate about what you're investing your time in. So this brings great balance into your life. So if there's been challenging times, like we've said earlier, this is using the wisdom here to make the right decisions for yourself to find that balance. So between heart and head, it can be emotional balance that you're finding. The thing I would say about this Temperance card is that it takes patience. So be patient with yourself. You need time out here to reflect and problem solve. So be patient with the process. You know, there is a process here with these pentacles. We're going from the page, which is the idea of things that are solid, doing the research, doing your due diligence, and it will take time, but you could build great security here because we have got two kings. Great passion about what you're investing your time in. You're being very creative here. You're thinking outside the box. You're working on things and you're creating the stability that everybody would love you to have. Okay, so I hope that helps, Gemini. If it does, like, share and subscribe. There is a general reading at the end. I am going to do Aquarius now. So we'll pop these back in. Just get rid of them. A bit of a shuffle. And this is Aquarius. Hello, Aquarius. I hope you're all doing well and welcome. We're going to take some tarot here. That one wants to come out. And then we'll get a fairy message to see what the general reading is all about. So we've got the Empress energy, beautiful energy there to start off with. We've got the Five of Cups energy, the Seven of Cups, the Page of Wands, inspirational. The overall central energy for this reading is the Sun card. There's not a more auspicious card in the deck. So with the Empress energy and the Sun energy, it's looking really good. And the beautiful Four of Wands here. The Nine of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Devil card. Right, so I'm going to take a fairy message just to clarify and get an overall feel for this reading here. There we go. We've got light. Light. The Fairy Queen of Light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. So this here is a time where it's a heavy energy. We might be feeling as if we're chained to something. It could be our mindset, that we've got a negative mindset, that we don't trust and believe in ourselves, that we can change things here. It can also be toxic relationships, environments, or behaviours of some kind. Now, there is great disappointment attached to this. So we need to stop focusing on the disappointments that's coming along with this, and we need to turn this around, because fives are change. We all have the ability to change the direction of our lives. So this is a dark energy. I'm feeling a heavy energy here. This guidance here is reminding you that you can turn this around. We are never chained to anything. We're not. And don't doubt your ability to move on from something that's been quite distressing. If something's gone, it's because it wasn't meant for you. So toxic relationships need to be released here. Toxic environments, toxic people, toxic habits here. And we need to come into the present, and we need to focus on the blessings that we have at the moment. So let the disappointments go. They weren't meant to be there anyway. It's about releasing that type of energy, most definitely. Worrying about it is not going to change it. Worry and upset here is just going to, excuse me, I'm going to cough. Excuse me. It's just going to block your intuition here. You're not going to be able to connect in with your gut feeling about the next move that you need to make. So let the worry go. We need to release it to the universe. We need to make wise decisions about how we're going to go forward and how we're going to release ourselves from this emotional distress and this toxic environment that we're in, this cycle that we're in. I feel it could be a cycle here that we're in. So we need to release that. We need to connect in with our intuition, and we need to look at our options here. And we need to remember that we always have opportunities. We can turn this around. You have the ability and the experience in life to look at other opportunities that are out there for you. There's plenty of blessings out there for you that you could be looking at if you come into the present. And what we are doing here is we're listening to our intuition, looking at our options, and we're becoming inspired again. So if you connect in with your intuition and spirit, they will guide you. Your intuition will guide you down a path, and this is inspiration starting to come back. So you're going to be inspired to do something here. And pages are the starts of things. So this could be people coming in as well. It could be people that help you. And this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So it could be your children that help you, or it could be somebody younger that helps you, or it could be anybody who's passionate about what you're inspired to do. So always believe that, the right people will start to show up for you when you're following your passions and your heart's desires. And we've got another page here, which is about, excuse me, the Page of Pentacles is about research and information and looking into things. So for example, if it's your job, you might want to look into courses, or you might want to start to look for another industry or another job entirely. This could be anything to do with your finances. If you're not managing your finances correctly, you need to look at a new financial plan. You have a financial plan. What are you inspired to do to sort this out? And worrying is going to hold you back. So don't mentally doubt your ability to change this. That's the thing. This could be new courses you go on. It could be study that you go back to. It could be researching something here. Just gathering information when it comes to looking at options. If there's an inspired path that you're desiring here, you're being guided down, it's time to look into that, most definitely. Now we can, as long as we commit yourself, or anybody commits themselves to something, you can bring in success and victory. Now this is the Four of Wands, which is again passion, victory, success. But again, you have to be committed to this. Now for some people, it can be, if we're talking here, it could be pregnancy. For some people, if there's been bad luck in that sense. Obviously that's not for everybody. But rejuvenation can come in. Treat yourself with respect and love, and that's what you will attract in. The Empress energy is someone who is at one with everything in their life. It's Venus energy, it's love, it's self-love, It's showing love and caring for everybody else, and that's what you will attract back. So being able to create things here by committing to things that you're passionate about will definitely, you're well on the way to this Empress energy and being at one with everything that's around you and everyone that's around you and what you're investing your energies into. So don't worry about this. You can get your mojo back. It's about releasing the self-doubt, the toxic relationships, environments, habits that you're having. This could be internal or external, you see, because what the overall energy for this reading is the Sun card. And when you're inspiring, letting go disappointments here and upsets that were not meant for you anyway, because there's something better out there, you deserve the best, the planets start to align and the sunshine and the happiness will start to come back into your life. So beautiful overall central energy here, but don't be frightened to let go of things and let the past go now. This is time for you to shine. It's time for you to shine and let go of things that are dulling your light. Okay, I hope that helps. That's Aquarius. Right, I'm going to do Taurus now. We'll just pop these in. There we go. I'll give them a shake. Taurus, welcome to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. There is a general at the end of this reading, or at the end of this video. We'll take some tarot and then we'll see what the overall guidance or energy is here. So we've got the Four of Wands, beautiful, commitment card, the Seven of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Moon card, which is Pisces energy. The overall central energy is Ace of Swords, which is about clarity. The beautiful Nine of Cups, that's, goodness me, we've got 9 and the 10. The Two of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the beautiful young Empress, the Nine of Pentacles. So we'll take a fairy message to get the overall feel for this reading. There we go. Purity. Purity here. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart and within it you will find the answer to your question. So this is your heart's desires we're talking about. So what's going to make you happy, basically, is what we're talking about here. Now, what Spirit's saying here is that there's options out there for you for happiness. It's time here to not be frightened to look at your options. It can feel scary if there's changes needing to be made. Use your experience and your wisdom of the past to make the right choice for you. Because I think in the past, you know, we all have to learn what's good for us and what isn't. And not every choice we make in life is good for us. We all have that. You know, we need that life experience where things sometimes don't go the way we like. But that wisdom can be used here. So don't be frightened to make choices for your future that are going to make you happy. And it's really about putting yourself first here. And that's not selfish. It's about decision making, choices, choosing that path, going down that path and starting along that, you know, on the journey that you're passionate about. And if you're passionate about things, it doesn't matter which road you take, you'll always get there. So there's choices that need to be made. There are options that need to be looked at here. And don't be frightened to do it because we don't know what the outcome's going to be further down the line, because the moon turns to the sun. And as long as you're happy in what you're investing in, remember this is purity of heart, things will start to be revealed to you. Now, this here could be choosing something. It could be to do with money, finances, work, you know, work, environments, relationships, anything that's tangible in your life. So this is about choosing something that you're passionate about and focusing on it. Now, it can be for some of you that you've hit a glass ceiling with certain things, and it might be that you want to invest or your money into something. This is about being very focused on what you're putting your time and energies into. And the Four of Wands here as well is something who's very committed. You have to commit to whatever you're choosing to do here. There's a commitment needed to bring success in. And pentacles are things that we always have to work on. Now, this could be taking your relationship to the next level for some people, because this can be marriage. And there's a fear factor attached to that. Nobody knows, you know, what the future holds there, but you're making the decision and following your heart. If it's a case of choosing that you know, promotion, for example, or you could be expanding your skills to be ready for promotion. You're going to be very successful as long as you commit to this and put the work in. Very focused energy here, this Eight of Pentacles. And this really is about being clear about what you want to do when it comes to your choices. So listen to your intuition. The guidance is here. Listen to your heart here. This could be involving communication. It could be information that you're gathering as well. But this is really real clarity. Somebody could bring you good news in relation to what you're wanting to invest your time in. But it's all go here. It's go, go, go. Definitely. We've got the Nine of Pentacles here as well. And the Nine of Pentacles is someone who's confident, got clarity, makes good decisions with finances. It's an independent type energy, an independent-minded type energy. So very clear about what you're wanting to do here. Knowing how much of yourself to give and how much to hold back to find that good balance in life is good as well. So if it's finances, for example, keeping a wee bit for a rainy day, knowing how much of yourself to give to relationships, environments, jobs, and keeping yourself well at the same time, enjoying it, not getting drained dry. So you can be independent within a relationship. This could be the singles card for some people. It doesn't have to be. You can be independently minded and making these wonderful independent decisions about your future in relation to your happiness. And what we tend to bring in when we're doing that and making good choices for ourselves here, we're aligning with things, and we tend to bring in wish fulfillment, which is what our heart's desire we're all here for, isn't it? We're here to be happy about everything that we're investing our time in. And what happens with that is you go from the 9 to the 10. And this is abundance in every area of your life. And you're rewarded for your commitment. Pentacles are everyday things that we need to make commitments to and work on. Now, abundance can be financial abundance, or it can be people. So, enjoying the people you work with, enjoying your family, the right people showing up. It's abundance and blessings in every area of your life. Financial, definitely, as well. There could be financial blessings there as well. But it's abundance in every area of your life, because your wish fulfillment is about every area of your life. So beautiful energies here. It's time to follow your heart here, and it's time to move forward. Okay, Taurus, I hope this helps. I'm now going to do Virgo. We'll get rid of these cards. Put them in. There we go. Right, hello Virgo. I hope you're all doing well and welcome. There is a general reading at the end of this video if you want to look at that as well. We're going to take some tarot and get guidance, and then I'll get a fairy message to see what this is all about. Page of Wands here. The Seven of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups. The Judgment card. The overall central energy is the Four of Cups. The Page of Pentacles. The Eight of Wands, very fast moving energy there. That's a good row there. The Two of Cups. And the beautiful young Empress, the Nine of Pentacles. So I'll just take a fairy message here. Just see what the overall energy is. There we go. Go outside. Go outside. It's time to go outside. Tune in with the powerful peace of nature, wherever you are, and feel at one with your habitat. So this is about really connecting with nature, connecting with spirit. This is about inspiration. This is about, excuse me, I've got a cough, sorry. This really is about connecting with your intuition and your higher self and getting the guidance that's needed. So there's a time of quietness that's needed here, and connecting in with nature most definitely. Now, what we've got here is we're looking at things here and we're bored. There's apathy. I think we've been working on something and we're wondering whether we want to keep doing it. We might not be getting any more out of this. This is decision time here. Now, this could be to do with how you're running your finances, your relationships, your job, your environments, anything that's tangible in your life. So you've been working on something and you're a bit bored with it, and you're thinking, what can I do here? Now, the problem with this Four of Cups energy is that we don't want to be that bored and wrapped up in that energy that we don't see the blessings that the universe has got out there for you. So you need to open your heart up. You need to listen to your intuition here, because this really is about becoming inspired to go down a new path. So if you're bored with what you're investing in, or if there's something that's not giving you the results that you desire and you feel your intuition is telling you that this needs to be looked at, tune in with your intuition, because you're correct. It will guide you down a new path that's inspiring, that you can be enthusiastic about. So if you go outside and you connect in with nature, you will be guided down a new inspired path. That's if you're at one with yourself and you take the peace and the time out, you will see the way forward. Now, there's a judgment that needs to be made here, and the universe is wanting you to connect in with nature so that you can hear the angels and your higher self guiding you towards the judgment that needs to be made over what this Four of Cups energy represents for you. So it's not a decision. It's not a decision that's lightly. This is a big decision. It's a major arcana card. So it's a big decision about going down a new inspired path. Now, this is about following your happiness. You have to be happy in what you're doing. So we've got inspiration and happiness. This is coming out a lot in this timestamp reading for people. So it's about going forward to what's going to make you happy and not bore the pants off you, basically. Whether it be a person, a situation, or a project that's not working out. Now, this could also be somebody that comes in to help and support you. It's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy here. And it could be somebody who's kind. So somebody that you know, if you're wanting to change your direction, make sure you're around people that love and care for you and would support you in this time. So having that soul type energies around you will definitely help you. And this really is about looking at that and researching into what it is that you want to do. So it could be new courses, you could go back to education, it could be having a new financial plan, there might be a job you've always wanted to do, or an industry you've always wanted to go into rather. And this is about looking at that, studying it and getting the information, starting. Pages are the starts. But what we've got with the Knight is we need to be moving towards that, your happiness, not just thinking about your happiness. We need to start to move towards that. And what happens with that, you see, is we bring in beautiful balance. Now, this is you coming into alignment. This is your heart and your head aligning. This is you being at one with yourself, being content, being happy, finding, that balance in your life that you can be at peace with. Definitely. Now, this also is about being around the right people. If it's a romantic partnership that you want, if you're passionate and you want to start looking at that, if you're bored with single life, or you might be bored with the relationship you're in here, the right people will show up. And this guidance is just reminding you that you should be in relationships with people who get you, who are on the same page as you, who understand you completely. And that's where your balanced relationship will work. So whether it be romantic, whether it be friendships, whether it be jobs, work colleagues, whatever it may be, bosses, it's about being on the same page and definitely being around the people that can support you at this time. And when you find that balance and make the judgment call, you'll find when you start on that new inspired path towards happiness, you'll find that things will move forward very quickly. Now, this here could be emails, texts, it could be a holiday you've always wanted to go on, if that's what's going to help you here. Something you've always wanted to do. You could be moving house, moving country. But the good news is going to come in when you make this judgment call and things are going to move. So emails, texts, anything like that is going to come in and things will start to move forward because you've been brave enough to connect in with your intuition and make the judgment call that's needed. And what happens here is we start to build this young Empress energy. Now, this is confidence. It's been independent-minded. It can be for some people becoming single. It's not for everybody. You can have an independent mind within a relationship, but this is being true to yourself. It's about speaking up and being confident, following your heart's desire here. And this is somebody who knows how much of themselves to give to keep that balance in their life. So all work and no play, for example, makes Jack a dull boy. So you want to be having a good work-life balance so that it helps you to enjoy life. You also want to be good with finances, knowing how much to spend and much to keep, because that will keep you in alignment with and keep you content. So I'm just giving you examples. You want to be happy with what you're investing your time and energies into, and you can start to create a beautiful, balanced life for yourself. So I hope this helps. If it does, please like, share and subscribe. If it doesn't, there's a general at the end. So I'm now going to do Capricorn. Beg your pardon. I'm going to do Capricorn. So we'll just get rid of these. Stick them back in. There we go. Hello Capricorn, welcome to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. I'm going to get some tarot. There is a general reading at the end of this video if you would like to look at that. So let's get some guidance here and then we'll get a fairy message to see what the guidance is all about. So there's the Page of Swords here, the beautiful Ace of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, always like to see that, the Star card. The overall central energy is the Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the beautiful Six of Cups energy here, the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. So I'll just get a fairy message and we'll see here what the overall energy for the reading is. Oops, a daisy, that one wanted to come. I'm going to take the top one. There we go. Life energy. Life energy. Okay. The happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything that's in the shadows that needs to be healed. So there's a type of healing that's needed here. Definitely. So you've definitely been going through challenging times. You might have to, there's a feeling of perseverance, healing needed, rejuvenation needed. You're nearly at the end of this journey, though. You're coming out the other side. If you've been through a tower moment, and I say that because a tower moment comes before the star card in the tarot deck, this is about healing and rejuvenation. But don't lose hope, because this is you getting through things. Perseverance can help you. And this is you getting through things and you're getting new inspiration and hope coming in. And you could become this, for some people, you could be becoming the star of your own show if you're persevering with something to come out the other end. But for those that aren't, if this is challenges in everyday life, always remember that you're gaining a lot of wisdom with these challenges. And it's time now to heal from the past. And it takes time. Right, and the reason I'm saying that is because we've got the Knight of Pentacles here. So this could be financial, it could be relationships, environments, work, but this really is about taking your time. You don't have to rush through this process. Remember the wisdom you're gaining, reflect on it. It will help you. You're wiser now than you were before with this situation, because what the universe is wanting for you is for you to be happy. Now, this is the Holy Grail. This is overflowing with happiness. Life is all about being happy. Now, it may take you time here to work out what that means for you, and it may take time for you to look into things and about how you want to go forward. So there's no rush for this. This is weighing up situations. You could be juggling too much, for example. That could be draining you, it could be challenging. It could be you're having to juggle finances. You could be taking on too much in general. So have a look at that. Take time to look at your situation here. Weigh things in to bring up that better balance, to bring you in alignment with your happiness. Now, this could also be, choose that I think are choices as well. Making good choices after what you've been through in the past is definitely going to help you. But take your time with it. There's no rush. If you're going into something new, get all your background stuff, look at the background of things. Do your research, do your due diligence. If you're moving home, if that's what your heart's desire is, for example, look at the leases, look at the small print. It's time to dot your I's and stroke your T's, most definitely. So don't rush into anything here before you've done your homework. So think about what you're going to do. Think about what you need to weigh up before you start to do it, most definitely, because it's going to come to you. You're going to be inspired to do something. And it's something very positive. The ideas will come to you. Listen to your intuition here. Definitely, your gut feeling on things. And you'll start to get the clarity you need to bring the better balance in so that you can go forward. So along with weighing things up, gathering the information here, and reflecting on your past experiences, you're going to be inspired on the path that you need to go down. So mentally, you'll start to get the idea of what needs to be done here. And it's all about wish fulfillment at the end of the day. And luck is on your side. The universe is supporting you. The Wheel of Fortune is moving in your favour. There is new hope and rejuvenation out there for you. The thing about wish fulfillment is we have to be aligned with it to bring this in. So you've got an Ace of Cups here, but the Nine of Cups is the emotional work that needs to be done and things that need to possibly be released or worked on here. Worked on, most definitely, to help you bring in the wish fulfillment and to align with it. So it's an emotional time here because, you know, they're asking you here to start to shine your light again. And I do feel there has been a tower moment where we're needing to heal from this. Now, there can be a lot of fond memories from your past that you can reflect on to help you. So, you know, think of the good times, most definitely. If you're inspired to go down a new path, don't let childhood trauma or what happened in the past interfere with this new opportunity that's coming for you, or this idea of happiness, what you desire, what your idea of happiness can be. So this can be people showing up from your past life that crosses your path as well, some people say, to help you align with your wish of fulfillment and help put the challenges into perspective here. So, you know, if there's any childhood trauma, if you're thinking about the past, think of the good times, because we need to have a childlike joy. We need to bring a childlike joy into our lives to align with this wish fulfillment and happiness that you desire and you so much deserve. Okay, Capricorn, I hope this helps. If it does, please like, share and subscribe. I'm going to do Pisces now. We'll just pop these away. Pop them in. Give these cards a shuffle. Hello, Pisces. I hope you're all doing well and welcome to the channel. We're going to get some tarot guidance and then we'll get a fairy message. Whoops, a daisy. I'm going to just pick these up because they obviously want to come out. There we go. Now I'm going to get a fairy message to get the overall feel for the reading. But to start with here, we have the Judgment card, the Five of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. The beautiful Queen of Swords, mature energy there. Oh my goodness, the overall central energy is the Magician, lovely. The Knight of Cups, I think this has came out in nearly every sign that I've done in this reading. Strength card, which is Leo energy. The Hanged Man. And the Ten of Wands. Now, I'll just get a fairy message. I can see already what this is about. I'll get a fairy message. That one wants to come. Shine from within. Shine from within. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and revealing your true beauty. Now, there's desires and heart's desires inside you now, and this is your time. This is your time to shine. And what we've got, the overall central energy here is the Magician, which is the manifestation card. You are the architect of your own life. You can change direction anytime you desire, and you can create anything you desire. As above, so below. And always remember, when we co-create with Spirit and the universe. So you're always being supported with new endeavours. So there's something here you want to manifest. The thing I would say about this is you have to focus on your strengths and not your weaknesses. We have to look at life. This is all about your perception, about what you've been through, what you're going through, where you're at in life. So, you know, you've been held in a situation here so that you can learn karmic lessons. But this is time now. You've learned the lessons and this is time for you to put down your burdens. So you've gained a lot of wisdom here. You know, this is someone who normally hangs in the traditional tarot from the Tree of Life. And Spirit holds you there. The universe holds you there so that you can learn all these lessons and gain wisdom and your soul can expand so that the next time that you have to manifest something here, we've learned what we like and what we don't like. So it's time to lay the burdens down. It's time to look at this situation from a different perspective, what you've been going through, understand it as life lessons that are being learned, and to focus on your strengths and not your weaknesses. So this here is about looking at life. Here we are, the perception is looking at life as if your cup's half full and not half empty. Now, if we stay in this energy, nothing will change. So you need to look at the bigger picture in relation to the challenges you've been through. You have to see this as something that was necessary in your life path so that you can become wise and make decisions and know to manifest something new. So we need to come into this present time and we need to look at the stability we have, whether it be to do with finances, work, relationships, environments. It's anything that's tangible in your life. This will be different for everybody. Your perception is everything. That's all I can say here. This is your time to shine. So look at your strengths here. Look at what you've built so far and decide how you want to go forward with it. You've definitely got the wisdom now. So let the challenges go. Use it as wisdom. So it's been a challenging time, but I'm changing my perspective. I understand that I'm wiser now than I've ever been. And we need to make a judgment call with that in mind. So the judgment call is the universe supporting you to manifest a new path. So start on something new. The angels and spirit are encouraging you to do this. This is a major arcana card. So it's time for you to shine, time for you to manifest, time for you to use your wisdom here, lay down your burdens, your challenges you've been through, and it's time really for you to go towards your heart's desire. Now, this is coming out a lot in these readings about what people are doing to be happy. You need to move towards that energy. And if you manifest something that you desire, you will start to move towards your happiness. You'll start to leave this feeling, this lack of mentality feeling behind. So we don't want to focus on the money we don't have. We want to focus on the money we do have. And then we'll attract in more financial abundance. That's an example. We don't want to focus on, I hate my job. We want to be saying, I'm grateful for this job because it gives me the money to pay my bills. But I don't have to be stuck in that. I can manifest a new job. I am capable of doing that. I'm looking at this and I've learned, you see. So you're going towards your happiness. And what this can end, the end result of this can be that you're cutting people and situations out your life that no longer serve you. And you've made your decision with clarity and you will not change your mind. You know what you want now. So nobody will talk you out of it. Now, this can be the singles card for some people. It can be the divorce card. It's not always that. This could involve speaking up and being very clear to other people as well. Communication about what's going on in your head and what you're ready to do now. What your judgment call is going to be in relation to your happiness. Definitely. Now, this could take a lot of courage. There's no doubt about it. Strength. It's about being confident now. Think about how far you've come. That's what this is about. And you've built the Five of Pentacles. You can carry on now. It's about having the courage and the strength to do that. And we're always stronger than we give ourselves credit for. And when we start, we can build a Ten of Pentacles. We can work towards a Ten of Pentacles. Now, anything that's tangible, when we talk about Pentacles, requires work. So it's putting the effort in here, most definitely. And you have the ability here to change direction. You have the ability to build on something. You have the ability to shift your energies and your mindset that will enable you to align with this Ten of Pentacles. Now, the Ten of Pentacles is abundance in every area of your life. It can be financial rewards from hard work. It can be great relationships that start to come in, great friendships. You're enjoying your working environment. It's blessings in every area of your life. You're enjoying where you're living. So we need to change our perception here, definitely, if you want to shine. Focus on your strengths, not your weaknesses, what you've got and what you haven't got, rather than what you haven't got. Okay, so I hope this helps. There is a general reading. Like I say, like, share and subscribe if it resonated with you. Now, I am going to do Cancer. So I'm just going to put these cards away. There we go. That one over there. Hello Cancer, welcome. I hope you're all doing well. There is a general at the end of this video if you want to look at that. We're going to take some tarot here and then we'll take a fairy message to see what the overall guidance is. And there's a beautiful start. The Ace of Cups, the Hanged Man. This is coming out a lot, the Hanged Man. The beautiful Nine of Pentacles, she's come out a few times as well. The Young Empress energy. The Ten of Cups. The Four of Swords is the overall central energy here. The beautiful Queen of Pentacles. This has came out in nearly every reading. It's about happiness, movement towards happiness. The King of Pentacles, my goodness me, there's a power couple there. The Judgment card. Now I'll take a fairy message to see what's coming out here. There we go. Lost and found. Lost and found. What was once lost is about to be found, thanks to the Lost and Found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things that we never even realised were lost. Now, the reason that's came out is because we've got these two cards here. Excuse me. Now, this is somebody who's been through a battle. And it's time for you to look after yourself and pamper yourself, definitely. So it could be health, for example, or anything that's caused you distress, that's been challenging. This is time to reflect, not dwell on your past experiences. It's time to take time out, go into the quiet, seek solace, pamper yourself and reflect on what you've been through. Now, this can also amount to brainstorming. It can be problem solving as well. Now, the thing about this is if you reflect on your situation, you're going to be inspired here. You're going to start to understand why this has happened or how you want to go forward, because you've been stuck in something here so that you can gain knowledge or a type of experience that you've been through. And it's to give you wisdom. Now, there can be an epiphany moment with this. That's why I'm mentioning brainstorming here. It's about looking at what you've been through, and it's your perspective on this situation that's going to be everything. So we've got to understand why these things have happened. And the reason it's happened, you might have lost yourself here in all of this. It's so that you can make a judgment call about how you want to go forward. Now, the universe is going to support you and spirit will support you on this judgment call that they're wanting you to make. This is a major arcana card, so it's not an easy thing. You've not been through easy things here. It's been a hard lesson to learn, possibly. But it's time for you to make this judgment call. It's time to look at the bigger picture. It's time to brainstorm, problem solve. It's time to shift your perspective on what you've been through and make a judgment call that can release you from whatever you feel has dragged you down. So, because this here is about releasing yourself from this type of energy that we're talking about here, that you've been stuck in. And what happens with that is we're looking to bring in new opportunities for happiness. That's it. It's as simple as that. Ace of Cups, new opportunities for happiness. So we need to think about this and we need to go forward towards whatever's going to make you happy. Now, this could be people coming in to support you with your new ideas for happiness, or you getting onto this path for happiness. People that are kind and caring. This could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. It doesn't have to be, but good friend, good partnerships, good boss, whatever it may be for you. Somebody who's caring and supportive of you. Or this is you going forward, following your heart, understanding what you've been through is you don't want to do it anymore. You're making a judgment call and you're ready to move on. Now, this here is about knowing how much of yourself to give of something to keep yourself balanced. So this is a confidence card as well. It can be an independent energy. It can be somebody becoming single, most definitely. You don't have to be single to be independent minded. So this is you making the right decision for yourself here. That is not selfish. Now, this could be in relation to anything in your life, because pentacles are anything that's tangible that we need to work on. So, for example, if we're working too hard and we're not getting enough social time, we need to balance that out. We know how much to give of that. So that could be a lesson that needs to be looked at here. We need to look at that situation. It could be finances. We could be overspending. We need to brainstorm there. We need to look at the situation again. We need to reflect on it. We need to look at it from a different perspective. And you're capable of bringing in this Nine of Pentacles. So it's finding yourself again. It's finding ways forward here to increase your happiness and knowing how much to give of yourself. Now, for example, we need to be around people that love and care for us, that support you. We don't want to be in relationships where you're the one that's giving everything all the time and you're not getting anything back. So we need to think about you and how you can create this beautiful, happy environment for yourself with regard to whatever this relates to for you. And what we do is, once we get that balance and we're confident in what we're doing, we start to go towards building great stability and focus and do the work. We start to focus and do the work. Now, this is you can be coming into your own, creating the stability that you desire. You're happy with your finances, you're happy with your environment, you're happy with your relationships, you're happy in your job. This could be you, for example, coming up, getting promotion, becoming the boss type energies. It could be moving to a company where you've got a good boss. You could be going to your boss and they could help you develop your skills, anything like this, anything that's going to build this stability. This can also be a good partnership, two people working together here to bring in security, home comforts, all that type of thing. So good partnership, it could be romantic. It could be a good housemate, a good business partner. It could be anything. But you could be working together with somebody here to bring great stability into your life. So bosses, friends, flatmates, coming to decisions about money, whatever it may be for you. But you've got the ability here, if you look at this differently and you make a decision, a judgment call, you're going to start to find yourself again and you're going to start to build security again after going through quite a difficult time of being chained to something or feeling stuck for a while. So, don't be frightened to explore your options here and look at what you can do here over what you've been through. Look at the bigger picture. Okay, I hope this helps. There is a general at the end. If it did, please like, share and subscribe. Now, I am going to do Scorpio now. Pop these back in. There we go. Get rid of this. Hello Scorpio, welcome to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. There's a general at the end if you want to look at that. Now we're going to get some tarot here for guidance and then we're going to get a fairy message to see what the guidance is all about. Beautiful Nine of Cups, Three of Pentacles, beautiful Ten of Cups, my goodness, there's progress. The Eight of Cups, the Three of Swords, which is the overall central energy here. The Five of Swords, there's changes that need to be made here. The Queen of Swords, decisions that are needing to be made. The Ten of Wands, which is the end of challenges here. And the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. Now we'll take a fairy message just to get more guidance. That one. Inner child. Inner child. The fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. So there's a lot of fun and playful joy in it. Playfulness needing to come back into your life at the moment. And that's what Spirit and the universe is reminding you of today. So the overall central energy here is the Three of Swords, which is a very difficult time. It could be heartbreak, upset of any description. It'll be different things for different people here. But what we're really noticing in the same line is that there's something missing here. So that could be causing the stress and upset. You're being honest with yourself now. It's time to be honest. And it's time to say, this is not working for me. There's something missing and I'm not getting out of this situation what I want for myself. And go towards something else that's going to be more fulfilling for you. Now, the thing about the Three of Swords, the good thing I can say about the Three of Swords is that it doesn't last. This is a temporary energy and night turns to day and tomorrow, today turns into tomorrow. So it's time to be looking at what's missing in your life. But I think you're aware of this. That's what's causing the upset here. Now, to move on from that, we need to make changes. So we need to make decisions here. This can feel like your cup's half full instead of half empty. It can feel like you're winning the battle and not the war. Compromise and flexibility may be needed here. This is about finding the middle path so that you can walk away from something here to go forward towards happier times. Now, I always say that compromise people think is not a good thing. They think you're not going to come out of this with everything you would have liked. That's what I'm trying to say. But it needs to happen to get you onto that middle path so you can progress forward. So things maybe haven't gone the way you would like or turned out the way you would like. That's okay. We can change direction. These are life experiences you're going through. Always remember, This is a spiritual journey that you're on, and there's challenges you've been through most definitely, but this is time for them to end. It's time to lay your burdens down in relation to what this Three of Swords represents and this Eight of Cups represents for you. Challenges are wisdom. You've gained a lot of wisdom here. So always remember, it can affect, be true to yourself. It's about your traditional values here. This could be getting advice from somebody like a sage, somebody who's very wise in relation to your situation, most definitely. But always remember, be your true authentic self. And if things aren't working out for you, and you know it's affecting your boundaries or your values for yourself here that you've got with the Hierophant, then it really is time to lay the burdens down. So when you've learned what isn't for you, you've learned what is. So you're wiser now than you've ever been. So this flexibility, this middle path that you're going to have to find here could involve cutting people and situations out of your life that no longer serve you. And you're clear now. You know you need to compromise, and you're clear about the path you want to go down. So this can be announcing it, most definitely speaking up. Definitely. It can be making your mind up, having that mental clarity. It can be divorce for some people. It won't be for everybody, obviously. Sometimes you can sound quite cold, but it's not selfish to say how you feel about things and to leave things behind. You need to get onto the path of your heart's desire, your wish fulfillment here. So don't be frightened to do any of that. But once you've made up your mind, nobody else will talk you out of it. Don't let anybody else talk you out of this. This is what you need to be doing for you. And what we need to be doing is building more solid foundations to build a future on. Now, the Three of Pentacles is teamwork makes the dream work. So you could be involving yourself with one person or more to build solid foundations for the future. So this could be a good financial plan. It could be a good relationship, a good work environment where your skills are being appreciated. So if there's anywhere where you haven't been appreciated, then it's time to take your skills elsewhere. Be around the right kind of people so that you can build with people something solid for your future. And anything that's built on solid foundations will stand the test of time. And that's important. You know, things that go out of life usually aren't built on solid foundations, are not going to last. So don't be frightened to cut people and situations out of your life at this stage that no longer serve you. Because what is going to help you bring in is your wish fulfillment. And to bring in this card emotionally, we have to be aligned with it. And this is blessings after struggles. These cups are in the 5D, but we need to bring them into the 3D. They're up in the sky. We need to bring them down. So to do that, we need to align. We need to be happy. We need to find that missing cup here. And that's what you're doing. The Eight of Cups, the cup that's missing. When you look for that and you sort that out, you're going to go and find your wish fulfillment, and you'll bring all the blessings that you deserve and should have in your life into being. Okay, so I hope this helps. It's bringing that childlike joy back into your life. Okay, it's as simple as that. That's as simple as I can say it. I hope this helps. If it does, please like, share and subscribe. Okay, right, I am going to do Leo now. Leo now. Just get rid of these. There we go. Get rid of our fairy card. Hello, Leo. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the channel. I'm going to get some tarot guidance here, and then we'll get a fairy message to see what the overall message, the guidance is all about. So we have got the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Judgment card, major arcana there, so judgment needing to be made. The Four of Swords here, the overall central energy, twos, choices, again. The Eight of Pentacles, the Emperor, which is Aries energy, the Tower moment, and the beautiful Six of Wands. Now I can see what's going on here already. I'll take a fairy card for this. Healing. Now, healing card comes, the Star card's the healing card in the tarot deck after the Tower moment. So this is healing here. Now is the time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has the natural ability to heal others, yes, even you. Now, this is about healing yourself as well, remember. And when you heal, others might be inspired. So it can affect other people as well here. Now, we've obviously got a Tower moment here. Now, tower moments happen when things in our life are not built on stable foundations. Now, there's pentacles on the table here, so we could be talking about money, relationships, work, finances, environments. So always remember, and I know it's difficult to hear, but tower moments is the universe's way of saving you from wasting your time into something that's not going to last the test of time, if I can put it that way. Right? So this, what's fell away in your life or what's crumbling away, and it can feel like the rug's been pulled from under your feet, was something that was not going to, that's not stable. So it was never meant to be. That's what I'm trying to say here. It wasn't meant to be. So what the Spirit is wanting you to do, the universe, is they're wanting you to take time out here to reflect on what you've been through, not to dwell on it. This is someone who's been through battle, but to reflect on it. And they can see the Three of Swords, and we need to turn that Three of Swords into the Four. Now, this is about pampering yourself and looking after yourself, most definitely. So be good to yourself. Do things you enjoy, have baths, go for walks, take time out here. Because this is about reviewing your situation, and it's also about brainstorming. It can be a brainstorming card where you become inspired about the path you're going to go down. So you'll start to understand here, if you take the time out, why this tower moment has happened and what have I learned from this tower moment, so that I can take that forward into the next experiences that I'm going to have within my life. So it is a time for quietness, healing, taking time out, most definitely to recover from your tower moment and to reflect on it, not to dwell on it. Now, we've got the Five of Pentacles here, which is the change. Fives are change for me. So what we're saying here is we want to focus on what we have and not what we've lost. We want to focus on our strengths, not our weaknesses, because there are still pentacles there. You need to come into, once you be inspired by the Four, you'll move to the Five. You need to look at this Five. We want to behave as if our cup is half full and not half empty. We can stay out in this energy, out in the cold, and nothing will change. You'll hold yourself back from moving on from this experience. You can ask for help. These people can move in and ask for help. There's no shame in asking for support at this time. Absolutely not. So make sure you've got the right people around you at this time. But we really need to be focused on, we don't want to be in a lack mentality. That's what I'm trying to say. We need to focus on what we have. And we need to say, this is what I have now, and this is what I've got, and I'm grateful for that, and I can build on that. I can focus on what I have, not what's gone. And this really is about making choices that you're passionate about, getting passionate about life again. Now, when I'm saying about the tower moment that falls away and there's no security, dream work makes the team work. So what we've got here is we've got you involved with one person or more to create stability that will stand the test of time, to avoid another tower moment. So it is important that you understand the lessons that were learned through this tower moment and why it's happened. And when you make choices to mix with the right people, get the right financial advice, join the right, job, be part of the right team, be part of the right relationship, live in the right place, whatever it may be, and you're laying solid foundations and you start to see that happening, you start to make good choices for yourself and you start to get your mojo back. So no matter if you're enjoying it and you're working hard, Pentacles, we always need to work on Pentacles. It's everyday life and it can be very, very difficult. But what Spirit is wanting you to do is being passionate about what you're investing your time in and build solid foundations for your future. Make the right choices that are good for you and focus on that. Put the work in and focus on it and you'll start to see it build. Now, you're being reminded here, you do have the skills to do this. So for example, if you're looking for a job and you didn't get it, it's because it's not meant to be. There will be another job that comes along that's more suitable for you. So you don't know what would have happened if you got that job. It might not have lasted long. You might have not been in the right team. It might not have been the right place to live. However, this resonates for you. But this really is about believing in yourself and focusing and working to build something really great. So trust and believe that you can build on what you have regardless of what has happened here. Regardless of what has happened here. And when you're making that judgment call to do that, making that choice, you're releasing yourself and understanding that this tower moment was meant to happen. You're making a judgment call here to release yourself from anything you've been through. So this Tower moment's happened because the universe wanted to release you from something. So you're going to be released. It's the universe's protection, and you're going to be like a phoenix rising from the ashes if you accept that where you're at is where you're meant to be. And what happens is you can become very successful. Now, this person has been through a battle, there's no doubt about it, but they're coming back victorious because they're understanding that things need to be built on solid foundations with the right people and the right financial situation. They're making good choices here about going down in a direction that's stable and they're passionate about. And this victory will come in and you'll start to see things progress. Sixes are reward cards for me. It's forward movement. You're on the right path now. You're passionate about it and you're starting to see the results of this judgment call that's been made and the hard work that you've put in. And what happens is you become empowered. So this is you becoming empowered again. This is you back in the driving seat. This is you taking control of your life. You're building your empire. You're focused. You're enthusiastic. And the world's your oyster. That's the best way I can put it. The thing about it is, this could be somebody as well who's very established that helps you. You know, it's Aries energy, somebody that helps you here. It could be somebody could give you good advice about something that you're wanting to do here. But this Tower moment has happened so that you can become successful and you can take control of your situation and build your own thing that's going to be solid and secure for your future. Okay, I hope this helps. There is a general at the end. If it does, please like, share and subscribe. I am going to do Aries now. Aries now. We'll pop these back in. There we go. Just put them back in there. I'll get rid of that. Oops. There we are. Hello Aries, welcome to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. We're going to take some tarot. There is a general reading at the end of this video if you want to look at that. We'll take some tarot and then I'll get a fairy message to get the overall feel for the reading. We have got the Two of Cups, beautiful energy. The Devil energy, which is Capricorn energy. Yes, it is. I'm questioning myself there. Sorry, the Four of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, yep. The Eight of Wands. The overall central energy is the King of Wands, beautiful, mature energy there. The Magician, manifestation time. The Eight of Pentacles, the beautiful Ace of Wands, makes total sense. And the Chariot, which is Cancer energy. Okay, I'm going to take a fairy message now. And we'll see what this is about. Here we are. New beginnings. Definitely, it is about new beginnings. This fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as if you would a baby. So this is about, can be childbirth for some people, but obviously that won't be for everybody. It's about going down that new inspired path. So what we have here is we have the Devil energy. Now the Devil energy is something that we feel stuck or chained to. And we're never stuck or chained to anything. This is an illusion. And we have the ability to manifest and change the direction of our life anytime we desire. And that's quite a sweeping statement when we feel stuck, but it is the truth. This could be a mindset that's telling you, working against you in your head. So this could be internal stuff where you're not believing in your ability to release yourself from something. But the universe and spirit's reminding you this is about times for new beginnings. So we're wanting away from toxic relationships, environments. It could be toxic habits that we have, mindsets, bosses. So what I'm saying here is it's time to release yourself from anything that makes you feel trapped, okay, that you're trapped in. What the universe is wanting for you is they're wanting you to manifest something new and that you're passionate about. So it's time to look at new things. Absolutely time to look at new things. As above, so below. You're the man, the orchestrator of your own life, the architect of your own life. So what Spirit is saying here is they will support you. Everything is in place for you to start to manifest something new that you're desiring. Now, we need to be passionate about what we're investing our energies into. So this is getting enthusiastic about life. Think outside the box. Be creative. Try something new. It could be new, starting up your own business. I'm going to bring in the King of Wands here because this is overall sensual energy. It could be new relationships, a new business partnership, a new skill you're learning, a new language you're learning, anything. This is something that you want for yourself that you're passionate about. And that's the beauty of life. So this is time to look at these things. You could be, anything that you desire. You could be writing a book, writing a song, learning a new language. Like I say, anything you're passionate about, it's time to be looking at this, most definitely. Now, we don't want to be holding on to things that we've held on to forever that don't inspire you, that you're not passionate about. So we can be holding on to things too long. So for example, we can be holding on to jobs that we've been in for a long time that we feel trapped in because it's gave us the financial security that we needed in the past. But you could learn something new, start up on something new and study something new that could get you a better paid job or a job that will pay anyway. You know what I mean? So don't be holding on to these things because it served you well in the past. It's time for new beginnings now. This could also be finding that financial balance to start this brand new adventure. So what we're talking about here is if you want to do a course, you might have to get a part-time job to balance out your finances. So you might have to look at that, but that's okay. There's ways forward. As long as you're passionate about what you're doing, the universe and spirit will support you in this journey. And what happens when you do this, you move forward. Now, we've two cards here of moving forward very quickly. Now, there's no reins on this chariot because you've decided what you want to manifest and you know exactly what you're going to be doing with it. So you know the direction you're going in. And this is fast-moving energy. So if you're moving home, moving country, moving job, all the information will come in. Things will start to move forward. Emails, texts, whatever it may be, things will start to move. And the beauty of life is when we're doing things we're passionate about, that's when all the right things fall into place. Things are going to fall into place for you most definitely. And this new manifestation here is going to bring a lot of stability into your life. So this here is you feeling at one with yourself. So your head and your heart are in alignment, you're content, you're happy, you're just, investing and working on what you're passionate about here, and you're feeling good about everything. This can also be the right people showing up. So for example, if this is a relationship, if there's somebody out there that you're attracted to and you're wanting to manifest a passionate new relationship, the right person will show up. So don't tell yourself that it's never going to happen, because that devil energy can be that little voice, like I said earlier. You can find your soulmate. This is somebody who's on the same page as you. Now, it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be a good business partnership, a good pupil-teacher relationship. It's about being around the right people that understand you, get you, and support you in life. So it's highly important here that our friendships are well balanced. Our relationships are well balanced. We're not doing all the work. People care for you. They genuinely care for you. And when you're in these type of relationships and friendships or environments and in that kind of stable place with yourself, life's far easier to live. Far easier to live. So whatever it is that you're investing in, we need to work on it. So like I say, it could be finances, jobs, environments, relationships, whatever it is here, it's about getting that focus, putting the work in to bring this manifestation to fruition. So you have got the skills, you have got the ability, you could be developing skills, whatever it may be. It could be taking your job to somewhere else, to a new company where you can expand your skills, or you'll feel more appreciated, or you want promotion. Better financial plans. Whatever this manifestation is, realise that you can put your desires out to the universe. That's what this is, releasing your desires out into the universe, and spirit and the universe will support you with your heart's desire, whatever you're passionate about here. So don't stay stuck. Don't hold on to things here that you feel chained to you and are holding you back in life. Situations, people, whatever it may be. Okay, I hope this helps. Please like, share and subscribe if it did. Okay, I am going to do Sagittarius now. We'll just pop all these cards back in. There we go. Give them a wee shuffle. Hello Sagittarius, I hope you're all doing well and welcome to the channel. We're going to take some tarot here. we're going to find out what the guidance is, and then we'll get a fairy card for the overall energies. The Nine of Swords, the beautiful Temperance card, which is Sagittarius energy. So you're in your own reading. This is what the universe is wanting for you here. The Chariot, which is Cancer energy. Nope. The Four of Cups. The overall central energy is the Three of Cups. The Page of Cups. The Nine of Wands. The Fool. Brand new start here. And the Three of Swords. So we're going to, I can see already what this is about. We'll take a fairy message here. Show me clearly. Tree wisdom. Tree wisdom. Now this is about making wise choices, being wise here. The tree dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sounds it makes. So connect in with nature, take a walk, connect in with your intuition, because there's something here that you'll connect. Spirit is trying to connect with you here to give you some guidance. Excuse me here. Now, there's something here that you're worried about. Now, worrying is not going to solve anything. It's causing a lot of heartaches as well and upsets in your life. Now, the upsets, it can be arguments, disappointments, heartfelt disappointments, breakups, relationships that are going through turmoil. The only thing I can say about this Three of Swords, I always say, is that this is a temperate energy. Now, that could involve someone younger than you. The apology might be needed here. It could be to do with your children, or it could be to do with how you see your life in relation to your own happiness here. So you're thinking about that. If this is not a person, this is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. It doesn't have to be. But if this is not about a person, this is you wanting to think about now what's making you happy. Because whatever this is, it's not making you happy at the moment. Now, there's a lot of worry attached to this. There's a lot of boredom. You're fed up with this. You're fed up thinking and worrying about it. It's been very challenging time. As time goes on, your eyes are being opened. You're getting wiser. You're gaining knowledge about the situation. You've persevered with something for a long time that's weighed heavy on your mind. Now, this here is about, you can see we're talking about the tree wisdom here. We're talking about that oil, that beg your pardon, that owl in the window. So worry is not going to solve this. Going over it in your head, having sleepless nights, getting upset, if the worries causing upset here is not going to resolve the situation, because you'll not be able to tune in with your intuition. And this is why the universe is saying, take a walk, go into the quiet, tune in with your intuition, and you'll get the guidance that's required. So we're bored, we're fed up. Now, the thing about being in this bored energy, and the reason I'm saying is do not stay in this energy, is because we can miss inspirational path that Spirit is trying to guide you down. So you're that wrapped up in the situation, you can't see clearly, you can't listen to your intuition, you can't see the way forward, basically see the way forward if you're worrying about it. You're not able to connect in with your higher self. So worrying is not going to help the situation. And if you stay too long in this type of energy, this Four of Cups energy, where you're fed up with everything, you are going to miss out on an opportunity that could be there to move this on. So I know it's been very challenging. When you're learning what's for you, you're learning what isn't. But there's one thing you need to do to put this burden down to get to the 10, and that is make a decision about your happiness. Definitely. You need to make that decision. So you need to move this situation on. You need to start fresh. You need to take a risk, do whatever is needed here, and take that risk and move it on. Now, this is Chariot energy. You might know what you need to do already, but there's a fear attached to it, because there's always a risk when we start a new journey. So we need to start from ground zero. This is taking a leap of faith, and that can be very difficult. But, that leap of faith is a path you need to go down to move this on. So your inspiration will be telling you the challenges that you've been through. Your gut feeling about it will be guiding you. And what this reading is about you taking that leap of faith to move things on, to make the changes that's needed, to go towards what is going to be happy for you. So very fast moving energy. Once you start this process, things could move forward very, very quickly. Now, the thing about this leap of faith is we travel light. We don't take all our baggage with us, all our worry with us. We make that decision, we take that leap of faith forward, and we look to the future. We don't think about the past. That's done. We're starting from ground zero. So we travel light. And what happens with this is that you find that balance. Now, this is your energy, Sagittarius. This is the balance being restored. So there's fire and water here. So it's a situation that has been it's caused a lot of upheaval in your life, possibly emotionally. There could be anger or arguments attached to this. And this is finding this balance. And the thing about it is, you might have to have patience for the time it could take to bring this balance in, because it's a major arcana card. So you're going to have to be a bit patient with things. Even when you start this journey, there's going to be patience with you and other people that's going to be needed here. And the overall central energy, which this is all about, which Spirit and the universe are telling you, is that life should be fun. You need to have fun. If you're invited somewhere, go. But this is about bringing that playful joy back. It's about being around people that you enjoy and enjoying their company, your family, your friends, whatever, rather than being disappointed and feeling let down by it all. Okay, so I hope this helps, Sagittarius. If it does, please like, share and subscribe. I am now going to do a general reading at the end. So we'll just pop these cards in, get rid of them here. And there we go. Right, hello everyone. This is a general reading. I hope it resonates with you. I hope you're all doing fine. I'm going to take some tarot and then we will get the overall energy for the guidance that's been given. 5 of Wands, 10 of Swords, 10s are endings, the 8 of Pentacles, the 2 of Swords, the 9 of Wands, goodness me, I can see it already, the 3 of Swords. This has came out for Sagittarius. There's the heartache and the challenges here. The Knight of Wands, the 6 of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. Now I'm going to take a fairy message, just so we'll get the, oh, goodness me, they all wanted to come. The overall, that one. Wait for winter. Now this is seasonal change. It depends where you are in the universe. I mean, I'm in Scotland, so we are coming into winter, but you can take it as seasonal change. During the colder months, the Fairy Queen of Winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes, as long as your intentions are for the higher good of all. So this is about being your true authentic self. It's about your heart's desire, and it's about moving on to something that's going to make you happy. Now, this has been coming up a lot for everybody when I've been doing these timestamp readings. Now, what we've got here is, I'm going to take the middle energies here, these middle cards, and I'll take this one. This is the end of a mentally draining cycle, right? There has to be an end to this now. Worry, if you feel stabbed in the back, this is time for this to end. You need to let all this go now. You've had enough of something, but let it go. Because there's really decisions. It's been a very challenging time. You've gained a lot of wisdom here, but there's decisions that need to be made that you've been putting off. And this is the last thing you need to do to end this challenging cycle, because we need to do something here to get that 10th wand. And what the guidance is suggesting here is that you make a decision that you've been putting off. Now, there's been a lot of heartache and upset here through it. The thing I say about the 3 of Swords, it is a temporary place you're in. Your emotions, if you make this decision, through the wisdom that you've gained, through the challenges you've been through, things will move on. You know, night turns to day, today turns into tomorrow. This is a temporary place you're in. But you really need to make a decision now about how you're going to go forward to put an end to these burdens and challenges. And like was said there, what I just said, you have got the wisdom and the knowledge to be able to do this. Now, if you feel it's very difficult, you can't see the way forward, you can ask for help, ask Spirit. You're maybe not seeing clearly just now. Take time to do it. Speak to friends. Just offload. But this decision is something that needs to be made. And you have got the wisdom to do it. Undoubtedly got the wisdom, because this is the end of the mental cycle now. What's going to have to happen here is the Five of Swords, Five of Wands, I beg your pardon, is the first card out. And the Five of Wands is change. So what you need to be doing is do not doubt your ability over this decision that needs to be made. Listen to your intuition here, connecting with spirit. They're saying that the fairies, spirit will support you in this time to manifest your heart's desire. That's what this is about. So you need to not doubt yourself, should I, shouldn't I, will I, won't I, all that type of thing. You don't want to be around competition either, or antagonistic environments or people. It's fine to speak to someone about it, but ultimately this is your decision. Excuse me, I'm coughing. This is ultimately your decision to bring this change in. So it's time to lay down the challenges and the mental anguish you've been through and the heartache and the disappointments. And it's time for you to take control and move forward and believe in your ability here. Once you make that decision, you're going to move forward very, very quickly. And this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So this can be somebody coming in to help you. This could also be somebody you're passionate about, enthusiastic about, somebody who could have a lot of charisma, who's got a lot of enthusiasm for life that could support you at this time. Now, it could be as well that you're making a decision over somebody that's promised you the earth and it didn't come to fruition. So that could be somebody who's a fly-by-night type energy, a boss that keeps promising, things are going to get better, you'll get the wage rise, it never comes. It could be a partner, a business partner, romantic partner, whatever. But if you make this decision now, things will move on for you, definitely. And this is about speaking up. Speaking up. And when I said earlier about getting, speaking to people, it's about gathering the information as well. So information will start to come in. Things will start to come clearer as you start to move forward. Once this decision is made, you'll start to move on from this disappointing, challenging time. So things will get easier as time goes on. You have to trust and believe in the process, that you will be supported here. The moon does turn into the sun. You've got the moon again in this background here, background energy. You've got the clouds here. These clear away. These will clear away. And this could be you getting the right information to make your decision or communicating your decision. But this is the clarity that's needed here to go forward. So definitely moving on. And this really is about you focusing on what you want to work on now. It's about focusing on and working hard, getting your head down and working hard on what you have. Now, this situation could be caused through money, work, environments, or people. If I say it's like a boss that promised you the earth, if you want promoted and it's not happening, you might want to develop your skills by taking on a course. If you're disappointed that you didn't get the job or promotion, you might want to expand your experiences. You might want to take your skills elsewhere as well. So, because you see, there can be competition, but don't pay attention to the competition. Don't be put off by that. So if there's a decision you want to make, don't be put off by the fact there's competition. This is your life path, and this is what you're passionate about, and this is what you're focusing on, and you have got the skills to bring this about. So we need to get focused again. So you'll know what area of your life this is about. It can affect one or more area of your life, but this is about getting that focus and working hard to develop your skills and getting your mojo back. Okay? I hope this helps. If it does, please like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.